Hello, dear friends. Hope you are doing well. Today, in this video, I would like to talk about the 10 informal ways to say, "How are you?" So, since time immemorial, whenever you meet someone, you frequently say, "How are you?" So, this "How are you" is now a past practice. Every single person says, "How are you?" when he or she meets someone. So now there should be something new. So, do you really want to know the 10 informal ways of saying "How are you?" Then stay with me till the end of this video. But before that, I would like to request you that if you are for the first time here, do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that in future whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification at the first instance. So let's begin the 10 informal ways of saying "How are you?" The first is "How are you doing?" So when you say "How are you doing?" you mean "How are you?" But see how different it is. How are you doing? So "How are you doing?" seems a different way of saying "How are you?" So, "How are you?" is a past practice, and nowadays it's a modern era, and it needs something different. So now, from today onwards, we may say, "How are you doing?" So when we say "How are you doing?" we mean "How are you?" Instead of saying "How are you?" we can also say, "How have you been?" So when we say "How have you been?" we mean "How are you?" in a different way. So, but you see how beautiful it seems. How have you been? How have you been? It's quite a different way of saying "How are you?" and it seems very beautiful here. Now, the third is "How is everything?" So, when we say "How is everything?" it might seem different to you. You may think that it carries different meaning. It's an informal way. So when it's an informal way, that's why it means "How are you?" So it's a third way of saying "How are you?" Instead of saying it, we can also say "How is it going?" How is it going? So when we say informally "How is it going?" we mean "How are you?" So see how beautiful these ways are and how they will enhance our speaking skill. So all these ways you can use to say "How are you?" Okay, now how are things going? So when you say someone "How are things going?" though he might not understand it, as it may seem him something different. So now we really want something different. So instead of all these things, we can also say "What's going on?" So when we say someone "What's going on?" we also mean "How are you?" Okay, now what's new? What's new also means "How are you?" What's up? What's up? And we can also say "What are you up to?" So when we say "What are you up to?" it also means "How are you?" But you see how different are these 10 informal ways to say "How are you?" So do practice these 10 informal ways when you meet someone. Do use them so that your way of speaking may seem different and quite beautiful. So in the next video, I will be with something new. So do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thanks.